Next. Hi, what's your market?
Commercial.
Commercial.
Bryn, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Great. And what type of training do you have?
I attended Barbers on the West Side and graduated.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Okay, go ahead and walk for us. Thanks.
Thank you.
Next. Okay, so what you would do before the next person goes is then when we would give you feedback. So come on forward. Okay, so what would you say as the instructor?
Yes, Bryn. I love that your smile when you come out. I'd love to have just a little bit more conviction in your answers. It kind of makes you seem a little unconfident in yourself. Same thing when you get down to the mark, a commercial model. So don't be afraid to look at us. Smile, okay? And then just make sure you stand tall. Be proud.
So when you're walking down to us, shoulders back like you own it, confidence, exude confidence on the first time down, not just on the runway part, but in general, you need to exude confidence. When you actually do your runway walk, be careful that you either look right above our heads, or at us if the casting director seems to feel comfortable with that, but looking up at the sky, again, just kind of sends a message that you're not sure of what you're doing. Okay, nice work. Next.
Hi. My name's Christina.
Hi, Christina. What's your market?
Commercial.
Commercial.
How tall are you?
5'2".
How old are you?
17.
What type of training do you have?
I went to Barbers on County.
Okay, let's see you walk. Great. Okay, so as instructors and director, we would then give feedback once again for the next kid.
Christina, you have a beautiful smile, and I think you captivate people just by walking into a room. So I think that's going to serve you very well if you get into a casting. I would love for you to focus on your walk. Make sure you're walking a nice tight rope, one foot in front of the other on the way down, but even more importantly when you turn around, because then we don't get to see that smile anymore, and all we really have are your feet and your legs as you walk away. Okay, same thing. Say things with conviction, right? Nice and loud so that everyone can hear. Great job.
When you come down here, don't be afraid to have a nice warm greeting. Remember, we want to stand out in a positive way, okay? It's always, every time we record, there's going to be an ambulance. Okay, so also in the casting experience, we want to rotate. So the students are going to take a turn rotating. So Sarah, as a student, is now going to become a model, and Christina is going to come sit down, and Bryn, you can come forward and become a model too. So if it makes more sense to do a transition after every two, that is fine, or you can do it after every one, whichever one makes the most sense for your setup. If we're moving, in a tight setting like this, it's going to be difficult to play musical chairs, so it might make more sense to call timeout after every two and rotate. Does that make sense? So there's no rhyme or reason on how you do that. You just want to make sure that they are in fact rotating so that the students get a chance to play casting director as well. Okay. All right, next girl, please.
Hello, my name is Dominique Pantoja.
Hi there. What's your market?
I'm commercial.
Okay.
Great, and how tall are you?
I am 5'2".
And how old are you?
I'm over 18.
What kind of training do you have?
I have 3 years in theater and 3 years in dance.
Okay, let's see you walk.
Would you like commercial walk or high fashion?
You're a commercial walk.
Commercial. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Dominique, stay there. Stay there. I loved your voice projection as you came into the room. You were looking at us. It was very conversational. So you created a nice warm environment for us. I'd love to see you relax your arms a little bit. You were kind of holding on to yourself as you were talking to us, so it did make you come across as bright. Even when you're walking, don't be afraid to just let them loosen up a little bit. And I know our space is a little short, but I'd love to see a longer stride in your runway walk, not keeping those feet as close together.
Okay, so you are a commercial model, 5'2". You'll never do a high fashion walk. Okay, so there's no point of asking if it's a commercial walk or a fashion walk. You may walk one time and they'll say, hey, can you try it this way? And in that case, you would be flexible and to try it the way in which the casting director is asked. Otherwise, a commercial model walks commercial, fashion model works fashion. So it was really great that you knew what your market was, but just be confident in where you fit and what happens as a commercial model. Okay, next girl, please.
Hi, my name is Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. What's your market?
My market is commercial.
Commercial. Okay.
I am 5'5".
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 12.
What kind of training do you have?
I am a Barbizon graduate.
Okay, let's see you walk, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great job, Nicole. I loved the way that you entered the room. You were prepared. You had a great smile. Made us look at you. I would love to see you focus on just rolling your shoulders back, right? Relaxing your arms to get a little bit more of a comfortable walk, okay? And when it comes to your questions, the shorter your answers, the more questions you're going to get, right? So if someone asks you what type of training you have, instead of just saying Barbizon, say, well, I'm a graduate of Barbizon where I've been trained in runway and print work, also acting, but also hair, nails, and makeup. I'm prepared and I'm ready. You know, so just really elaborate, and that'll help them see your personality as well.
Okay. When you come down to us, you had a very nice greeting, and I definitely appreciated that. What I really liked about the performance is that you said thank you at the end. It's always great to have a finish and thank people for their time. The casting directors, time is money, so appreciating that definitely sets you above the rest that just walk off the stage. Be careful again that you guys don't look, up at the sky. You want to look right above our heads. Rather than look too high up in the air, it again established some insecurity. Okay, nice work.
You want to swap out or?
We're going to swap out, but before we swap out, some notes that you would want to recognize for your students is that your students should sit up nice and tall and straight and hands down in their laps and good posture. And they should, again, get in character. So if they want to wear sunglasses or they want to have a pencil in their ear or something like that, that's fine. But we teach them how to have, good posture and how to sit up straight and how to carry themselves. So you want to kind of set the tone for that as well. So I'm going to hand these back to you so that we can continue to rotate. Okay, so take Dominique and Nicole. All right, next girl, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Safara Dixon.
All right, Safara, what's your market?
Commercial, definitely.
Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'5". What agency are you with?
I'm currently not signed, so I'm a free agent.
What type of training do you have?
I have trained at Barbizon modeling and acting, and I've also been professionally trained ballet technique with Miss Carly Johnson.
All right, can we see you walk, please?
Thanks. At the start, I would love just to hear more voice projection from you. You are very soft-spoken, so you'll really have to push yourself outside the box to really project your voice and your personality so that we could hear you. I'm right here, and some of the answers I had a hard time hearing and understanding. Also be mindful of your walk. You turned a little bit into a pageant girl for us down there at the end instead of hitting a nice solid stop or a half turn. So keep the pageant outside of the casting world, just so that you can show your technique that you have.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Got to work on the voice projection. You want to be loud and proud. Be careful with your answers too. That as much personality as you added, which I actually think you had more personality than anyone we've seen so far, so that's excellent. But be careful that you highlight it in a positive way. So instead of saying I'm a little shorty, you can say good things come in small packages or something of that sort, so that you're elaborating, but you are still selling. Because at this point, the minute you walk in the door, it's all about you. Okay, thanks. Next girl, please.
Hi, my name's Sarah Reed.
Hi, Sarah. What is your market?
Commercial.
Okay.
Sarah, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6.5".
What kind of training do you have?
I'm actually currently going to Barbizon where we've been learning about runway and acting, and it's been a lot of fun.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, can we see you walk?
Of course. Thank you.
Great. Sarah, you have a confidence about you and like a ray of sunshine around you that I think just draws people to you. We want to listen to you. We want to hear what you have to say. And that's going to help you stand out in a room. So excellent work with that. Be careful that even when you turn around to head back, your audition is still happening. So I saw you just for a moment turn around and kind of like you were preparing yourself for when you turn around. So although you can't see us, we can still see you. So make sure you keep your audition going even as you're heading towards the back of the room before you come up.
Thank you. So yes, you exude lots of confidence, and that will take you far. Just be careful that it doesn't borderline, too staged or prepared. You want it to be as genuine and as personable as possible. So although your answers are well worded and very eloquent, you want to make sure that it's still relatable. So don't be afraid to go off script. Okay, nice work.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tafara, if you would come and join us in one of the chairs. All right, next girl.
Hi, I'm Christina Conrad.
Hello there. And what is your market, Christina?
I'm commercial.
Okay.
Great. And how tall are you?
5'2".
Wonderful.
Who are you represented by?
I'm represented by Barbizon USA.
What type of training do you have?
I am a former Barbizon graduate, so that's modeling and acting.
All right, let's go ahead and see you walk.
Great job out there. Your smile is beautiful. Be careful when you're standing here talking to us. I think you're holding your hands probably to control yourself from talking with your hands, but fidgeting with them like right here just kind of lets us know there's that little pinch of nerves underneath there, okay? So try to find that strong stance of maybe just holding them down by your side to show that you're confident in what you've got going on. Okay, good work.
Yes, it was very personable. You even started to greet us before you even got to the table, which makes you stand out again in a positive way. Take your time. I felt like it was a little bit rushed, even with your answers. Like, it was as soon as she asked a question, Tafara wasn't even quite ready to answer the question because it was quick, quick, quick. Even your walk was quick, quick, quick. So take your time, enjoy the spotlight while you have it, and allow that winning personality to continue to shine.
Thank you.
Okay. Next girl.
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon. I'm Bryn.
Hi, Bryn. What is your market?
I'm a commercial.
Okay.
Okay, Brendan, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
And how old are you?
I'm 19.
What type of training do you have?
I attended Barbizon USA and graduated.
All right, we're ready to see you walk.
Oh, I'm out.
Thank you.
Great. All right, well, breathe. First and foremost,
Right.
breathe, relax, okay? You have some great things to say, and you have an amazing smile, okay? So just make sure that you're using confidence and conviction when you're answering your questions. You're a little soft-spoken, okay? But even while you're waiting your turn in line, I've watched you coming. You're coming through, and even way back there, you still didn't seem quite ready, okay? So remember, although it's not your turn on stage, we can still see you. So waiting your turn, you're tall, you have your smile on, right? Be proud, you're excited, because otherwise, I'm like, oh, she already looks kind of down in the dumps. So, okay, here she comes, right? So just make sure you carry that throughout the entire room.
So you should be proud. You're halfway through with your Barbizon classes already. So, you already have come such a far way. You want to make sure that your posture is exceptional. Okay, so pull those shoulders way back. Go ahead and do it for me right now. Pull those shoulders way back. Okay, and when you come down to the end of the runway, where should we look?
Front.
Okay, right above our heads. Not too high. Okay, not too high. Again, when we look too high, it sends the message that we're not sure of ourselves. And we are. We know why we should be picked. Out of all the girls in line, why should we choose you? Because you have confidence, right? And you're going to sell my outfit better than anyone else, or you're the best person for that part more than anyone else. Okay, and if you don't believe it, then we won't believe it. Does that make sense? Okay, thank you.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd